Welcome back. It is 7:40. Miss Monica Rougeau joins us live in studio this morning to talk about critical thinking and mind mapping, which every time you're here, I feel like we learn so much. So we're super excited for today's topic.
Thank you, Alex. I'm excited to be here. And this is a fun topic.
Okay.
So last time I was here, we talked about critical thinking and it got a lot of traction.
Yes.
So I said, let's go deeper into that
Let's
and
do
talk
it.
about mind mapping, which is something I love to do.
Okay.
And so mind mapping is basically the way that we process the information that's in our head, our thoughts and ideas, and putting them down into a visual image for us.
I like that.
And whenever it's associated with critical thinking, it helps us to use both sides of our brain.
Okay.
So it connects the two sides to where they're talking to one another, because the left side is our logical and the right side is our creative. And when we're doing mind mapping, you're using both sides of the brain to really enhance that critical thinking skill.
Okay. Well, let's take a deep dive here. Where shall we start?
Absolutely. Well, we start with creating a mind map, kind of like a city, where we start with the city center and with our main idea and work out from that with all the branching ideas and thoughts and data points, using colors and shapes and words and different data that we need to associate with that. It's a great, I call it a whiteboarding exercise whenever you're collaborating or brainstorming with a group of people or another person, that you just start with your ideas and just let the ideas flow, and you end up with a nice visual picture of all the thoughts that were in your head.
I like that. And I guess you said with the colors and the shapes, and does that help the creative side of things too?
Absolutely, because you're not linear. Your brain doesn't work in a linear fashion. It's more creative. So it's activating both sides and jumping over that. Our brain naturally scans a page. It doesn't naturally flow top to bottom, left to right, like we normally do with an outline, right? It's going to start with the center and kind of scan the page. And so whenever we have an image, it helps to trigger all of those other associated ideas and thoughts and memories that you can really expand upon that initial idea.
And it's so true, because a lot of us are visual, right? We have to see it, and once we can see it, it makes it a lot easier. This is all, like you said, very fun, very interesting. Anything specific that you want to add to this or touch on for folks at home who are like, okay, I want to make a map?
Well, actually, we have up to 95% recognition accuracy for images. So again,
that makes sense.
Emphasizing the importance of using our information that's stored in our brain that causes that overwhelm to get it out into a visual image. When we come back to it, we're going to recognize it more readily.
So we have about a minute left. Specifically, when would you say, like an example, is a good idea? When might you use something like this?
Oh gosh,
you know,
for just about anything, taking notes. Taking notes from a class. I love to do brainstorming exercises, especially with someone who may have had an initial idea and like, what do I do with it?
Where do I go?
And so we get a whiteboard and we just start writing it out. Or someone who has a great new idea and we want to process it out. So we'll start with that idea and just collaborate and put everything on a board visually.
This makes so much sense. Need to start doing this. Need to start incorporating it. And hopefully our viewers at home will do the same. We're going to get this up for them so that they can do that.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. Thank you. As always, love having you.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Okay, Adam Olivier, love checking in with you as well. Hopefully we're still in the 70s.